Good morning, everybody. I'm coming out here this morning to let the chickens out, and so I wanted to do a short video to upload for the YouTube channel. One of the things that's been interesting for me about homesteading is that actually people are surprised to find out that the chickens and the goats are pretty independent and self-reliant, as long as you'll provide them with the proper shelter, space, food, water, and protection from predators. You really don't have to intervene much. So I'm gonna let the chickens out this morning, and I'm gonna tell you a story about when we first started to let our chickens out into the range where they might be more exposed to predators. And our chickens actually got attacked by a hawk during that period of time. So we set our coop up to be 2 stages. We have a coop that lets the chickens out into a run where they're protected from predators, and then from the run we can let them out into the range, which they share with the goats. And so we'll open that door now, and the chickens are always very excited to get out there. And normally this door here, we use our barrel bolt to keep it from opening. So as you can see, the chickens are excited to get out of the coop in the morning. They're young chickens and they're very energetic. Their chickens are very curious and they're playful. They play games with one another, and they'll go out and they'll find insects this morning and they will eat some forage. And now there they go off into the distance. Let's see if we can get a shot of that, huh? There they go. Sure enough. Yep, so the bottom line anyways is I wanted to show you the chickens coming out this morning, and I wanted to tell you that in fact, if you'll do some planning, some careful planning, you have proper design, then you shouldn't have much trouble keeping your chickens, and your chickens will keep themselves, and maybe by giving you eggs they'll be keeping you more than you're keeping them. And so we're actually raising 23 chickens, and our first round of chickens was 18, and later we incorporated a batch of 5 chickens. And in part we did that to learn more about raising a flock with chickens of different ages and setting ourselves up for diversity to possibly get ducks in the future and incorporate them into the range. And so now I'll take you over and I'll show you letting the goats out, and the goats are always excited to leave their barn too. Alright, here we are at the goat barn. Now we have a couple does in here that are waiting to come out this morning, so we're going to open this door, we're going to let them out, and they might come out here and socialize with the chickens, or they might stick around and wait to be fed. But either way, each morning when you let the goats out, you got to take a scoop of food and give them their food. How much? It depends on how many goats you're feeding, it depends on how big they are. So we're going to let these girls out now because they're the last to come out today, so they're pretty excited by now, I'm sure. Good morning, girls. Good morning. So we'll go in here now, we'll give them some food, check their water. So here we are, we're about to feed our Nigerian Dwarf goats here. This is Maple, and this is Magnolia. So they tend to get rather excited when you're coming in here to feed them, so they'll be jumping around on these containers most likely while I give them some food for the day. Hey girl. So we store our food over here in a barrel. I'll pan over the shop and show you. So they love getting fed, these girls do, and they're growing well from all the food that they eat. But you can't feed a goat too much. That's actually dangerous, and goats will overeat. So you feed them the right amount for how big they are. And goats love hay. You feed them some hay and they'll love that. But at this time, these girls are going to stand here and munch for a while before they probably decide to run on outside and maybe hang out with the guys for a while, tease them through the fence, and try to keep the chickens out of here, and try to they'll be trying to keep the chickens from getting in here. The chickens do like to come in here. It's a little bit of a rest from being out in the wind, I think. So the goats are here. We also have a container over here, just so you know, we're using a pelleted goat food. We add this bedding in here to make it safe for the goats where they're not getting sick from their own waste. And over here in these containers, we'll provide them with baking soda to aid in stabilizing their digestion a little bit and relieving bloat. And we also put out some free choice goat mineral, which helps with their development. So it's like a nutritional supplement to them. So yeah, we store everything in here that we need. We store our food, goat food, right here in these bins. We store our food and we store the snacks, and so they like their barn in here. And I'll show you the guys now. They're hanging out right outside. You probably heard them by now. Haha. Well, I came on out here to take a look at these guys, and they were kind of having a squabble of sorts, so I've been leaving them go. But I'm going to try to go over there and say hello to them and see what's going on this morning. Oh, there he goes. Holy smokes, there he goes. You munching on my pants, girl. What are you doing? Get off of there. Get off of there. Maybe you weren't expecting this, but here they are. Bathing in the sun. Bathing in the sun. There's a whole lot of them right there. Let's see what happens if we go up and try to talk with them. Yeah. Hi, little boy. Hi, little boy. Hi, little boy. So that's one way to disperse a pack of chickens, just walk up to them. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Please help us grow by subscribing to our YouTube channel, visiting us at patreon.com/rootstoblossom-homestead and facebook.com/rootstoblossom-homestead. And you can get daily updates from us on Twitter at twitter.com/_roots-to-blossom. And finally, much of our content will be uploaded on our website, ourrootstoblossom.com, where we'll also be hosting a recipe blog. So we thank you for watching, and we hope you'll come back to watch more and be a part of our Roots to Blossom family.